Hey, it's just me and Daro tonight. Yes. Oh, other people are coming. Okay. I didn't think anybody was going to come. I put the notification out 7 minutes ago. And nobody was in there pre-chatting. Wow, that notification looks like it went out really quick. Look at that. That's wild. Wild. Wow, it's a miracle. Maybe YouTube fixed it. I doubt it. Okay. Did any of you guys watch my debunked video I just made? I went back in the time. I pulled out my old music, man. It felt pretty good. Remember that? Hey! Man, I like that. Actually, it was missing that. Remember, I used to like drink beer and just listen to this one song. It was like it hypnotized me or something. About 20 years ago. I don't know what the deal was with it, but. Alright, back to normal. Yeah, I was just going to pick a random case off this one site. And we'll just look at it. I don't really want to talk about Watts or Tibbets or anything like that tonight. I'm just kind of, I'm all burnt out. And this is the point where it's, it's just a little piece of information. Oh, look at this. And everybody wants to talk about that one little piece of information. Hopefully there'll be, I'd like to see the autopsy or something like that. We could talk about it. The Watts case, there's a lot more rumor stuff going around. Different articles. Who's his girlfriend? Who's this and that and the other thing. But it's all just kind of speculation at this point. So here, look. I was looking at, this is a site that I look at occasionally. It's called, well, whatever this link is that I'm on, it's Crime Watchers, but missing 2015 to present. So it doesn't have, well, it even has some older ones on there, but mainly just more recent missing persons. But I was looking at this one. This one might be pretty cool to try to check out right here. This one right here. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Yingying Zhang. It's got a lot of, it looks like video footage and all kinds of different stuff we could check out. Maybe try to figure some things out. All right. Yeah, I've looked at it once before, but I haven't really checked it out. Has it been solved already? Deuce? Doesn't seem like it. I don't think it would be here. There was an arrest though. So maybe we can check it out. This is, let me pronounce her name again. Yingying Zhang, 5'3", shoulder length brown hair. I mean, you see what she looks like right there, right? She had a long sleeve, light colored shirt on, light blue jeans, white shoes, dark cap, and dark blue shoulder bag. And let's see. So I guess she was actually taken by a black Saturn Astra at Goodwin and Clark. You know, I think I have actually heard of this. She has lost all contact since. So we can kind of go through this in order. Do you think we should start at the end, though? Because maybe we can just skip. Well, let's see. Let's look at that. Hunt continues for Chinese student at Illinois University who went missing 5 days ago when she went to sign a lease. And this was on, not sure what day that was. A Chinese visiting student. See, that's what sucks, and it's so embarrassing for our country too. You know, it's like that one Australia kid that was playing baseball, and he was just kind of jogging, and these two kids just said, you know what, I want to shoot somebody today. So they just went outside and shot him, right? And then his parents from Australia have to come all the way over here to collect him and bring it. Just, and then look at this Chinese student here. I mean, you can't even come over here for school without getting killed, you know? It's ridiculous. YINGYING ZHANG's friends reached out to police Saturday after they hadn't heard from her since Friday afternoon when she headed to an apartment complex to sign a lease. University of Illinois police released a video on Monday showing the 26-year-old getting into a black Saturn Astra in Urbana around 2 p.m. Friday. So let's see, this is Urbana. Let's see, Chinese visiting student, University of Illinois Urbana Campaign Campus. Let me try to let me type that in there. No, look at that. So here's the campus. I'm gonna make a folder. You guys can just chat away, do whatever you do normally. I'm just going to look into this. Alright, that looks like, okay, good. So this, we've got the university here. Let me put that back in. See, Zhang is visiting student at the Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Sciences. So let's see what this Daily Mail article has. Yeah, I know, Daily Mail. But like I said, they're always good getting the pictures and everything. Hunt continues for Chinese student at Illinois University who went missing 5 days ago when she went to sign a lease. And let's see, University of Illinois police released a video on Monday showing the 26-year-old getting into a black Saturn Astra in Urbana around 2 p.m. So I guess that's what this video is right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I kind of remember this now. It's crazy. Yeah, so here's the vehicle driving right there. Pulls over. Oh yeah, and there she is. It looks like I can barely see her right there. This is a different camera. And I wonder if it's somebody that she knows, or is it just... Because this is actually video. It's moving forward. She's just standing by the car there. So the person maybe convinced her to get into the vehicle. So it looked like she just got in right there. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like she got into that vehicle willingly. But maybe we can see if we can find that area right there. Let me pause it. You know, when you pause it, it puts that crap up on the screen. So what I'll do is I'll do a screenshot while it's playing, and then I just have it right there. Urbana. There's got to be more. Let me just look at that article a little bit more. I'm sure they'll have more information. Video taken from surveillance at a nearby parking garage shows Zhang standing on the road when the car pulls up beside her. She then has a brief chat with the driver before getting into the car. Police are looking at her cell phone records and investigating whether the car may have been an Uber or other ride-sharing vehicle. I would think if it was Uber, you wouldn't stand outside the car that long. You would just know what it was and get in. Authorities believe she was last seen wearing charcoal gray hat. So is that her right there? Let's see. Right there. Charcoal gray hat with a white logo on the front and a pink and white flannel long sleeve shirt, jeans, white shoes, and a navy backpack. She has dark shoulder length hair and wears glasses, police said. Alright. University of Illinois police released a video on Monday showing the 26-year-old getting into a black Saturn Astra. So I wish I could see a sign of some sort. I see this light pole here with the basket on it. Maybe that's... So she's seen it 2 p.m. in Urban. So that's, I believe, on this campus here. But, I don't really actually know because it's saying Urban... You'd think they would tell you the exact address in an article, so somebody might, like the guy on the bike that rode by, right? He could go, oh yeah, I remember that. All right, let me go to a different article now. So this is a cool site. It just keeps loading up as they go. My first thought was Uber. Hey, there you go. Someone else said that. Lyft. Should be relatively easy to get access to those records. All right. How does that work? I hear Uber all the time, and it doesn't sound very safe to me. These are just people's comments on this site that looks into missing people. Let's see. I'm looking for links though. They just seem to be having a conversation about Uber at this point. All right. FBI investigates scholar's disappearance. Oh, so the FBI got involved. This is June 15th.
Watch your team at 5. Cheryl Burton, Alan Krzyzewski, meteorologist Cheryl Scott, and sports with Mark Giangreco. ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 5.
That's the news article? The video just like that? Come on. Oh, that's pretty good surveillance right there. Let's see. That might be a good image to try to...
Watch your team at 5. Cheryl Burton, Alan Krzyzewski, meteorologist Cheryl Scott, and sports with Mark Giangreco. ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 5.
Here, hold on a second. My wife's going to bed. Okay. All right. Oh, Jesus. Man, that freaked me out. What the hell was that? Wow. Okay. Did that kind of trip you guys out too, that sound? Just bang! That was quiet and peaceful, and then... Yeah, I don't want to say the wrong word there, Alphalax. I think it's mainly because it was so late, too. You know, it's 10 o'clock when I started this. I think if it started at 8, you know, more people would be interested. I think it's a pretty decent crowd, over 100, watching this late at night of a random case, to be honest with you. It's too grainy already. But what sucks sometimes is we only really get, you know, grainy footage a lot of times. When they play it on the news, we don't get to see what the police get to see. The clear footage. Unless you actually have the surveillance footage, like, hey, in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Alright, so I do have that one image right. That's not the one I want. This one. The bigger one. So maybe I can find that building. I just want to get this spot. I think I remember actually trying this before. Maybe see if there's a parking garage on the campus. Let's see. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Let's see, maybe this one. No, that parking garage isn't actually. Campus Central Public Parking. How about that one? See, I'm trying to see this building right there. See, I don't know exactly like how far after when that car pulled off of the curb did it show up here, or is this even prior to that, you know? That's what we don't get to know. Let me go back to that first one. Okay, so how about maybe even just look at the way that building looks with those vertical windows, brick, and then this bus stop right there. So it's not that one. Not that one. Not that one, obviously. Not even brick. Not that one. No. We're just looking into a case, Yingying Zhang, a exchange student that was here that went missing. I'm just trying to figure out where on surveillance that footage was that we were just looking at a minute ago. Right here. Actually, I wonder if that shot might be a good one. I'm just going to look around really quick in the air on the campus for anything that looks like that. You know what I think I have now? I think I have like about 100 people now that open up Google Earth at the same time and are scurrying to try to find it first, and then they zip over and throw in the coordinates. And hey, that's fine. I can always find it on my own, but if there's people that can get it to me quicker, that's great. Kind of had a sort of look like that a little bit, didn't it? Oh yeah, it was probably in a later article. I just never looked through those yet. Let's try that. How close was it? Wow, I was like 2 feet from it. I was almost there. Yeah, look at it. It was covered with trees right there. See that? That's that parking lot you could see. That's interesting. All right. So she was right there. Thank you, Deuce. See, I told you there was people out there looking things up. Yeah, that makes total sense, actually. And look, there's that, I think the bus stop is right there, too. Just a moment. Right, so you got the trees, the building, the parking lot there. Let's see a little patch of green grass there, fence. So let's just go there and check it out. Here we go. Yep, there's the bus stop. The patch of green grass. So she was standing about right here. Right there, right? And then there was a camera. See if we can find those cameras. Here, just a second. So this one's looks like it's right by that first part of that curb right there. Right there. That's that camera, I think. I would bet money on it. Okay, so these are in there. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's this thing right here that you're seeing, and that's where that camera is. Now let's see where the other camera, there's a second one. I just like to get it all figured out, you know. Not that finding where the cameras are is really a huge find. Like, oh my God, the find! I'm playing golf on Saturday. Okay, now this one is on that corner, and it's on the corner of that building. So that means we're gonna have to go down here. Okay, this, if you could drive that way a little bit, it's It's up here. I don't know if it's inside the glass or what's going on there, but definitely was right there. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Maybe this was built later too, or prior. Usually this is you usually get street view. Right when you put it on the ground, you see the date and then it disappears. Let's see. I didn't see it. Alright, so anyways, that's the corner she was taken from right there. There's a camera right there and a camera right here that picked her up. That's why I'm a fan of CCTV. Yeah, I wasn't really going to come on, but then I thought, you know what, heck, why not? This is it's kind of fun. At least you have people with you while you're looking into this stuff. Yeah, I will probably take a break. Most of tomorrow, probably. Today was kind of busy I made that other debunked video. And that lady that makes those videos, she's just she's not a good person, you know. She accused my entire family of being associated with the Kenneka Jenkins case and sort of being like related to Rosemont, and I totally proved her wrong, and she admitted she was wrong, and then last night she goes, well, I only said I was wrong because I thought, maybe he was putting his family in danger, so I figured I'd just, no, you were wrong because I showed you how you were wrong, okay? No, it's that society's nonsense. Now she's got a new group called well, I said before, it rhymes with the broke, okay? I don't really want people going over there watching her videos. She's an idiot, okay? Like literally a really dumb person who lies about just about every single person that's on YouTube making videos. Yeah, thanks, Danielle. It's funny because now when I see Daniel spelled, or Daniel, I don't know if it's Danielle or Dan. Yeah, I think it's Danielle. Now when I see the regular spelling of Danielle, I have a hard time reading it because every time I read Danelle, Danielle Hallen, her name doesn't have an E in it, so it's hard to remember what the correct spelling is supposed to be. All right, let's see. Wow, look at this. This one has 5 pages on this. Yeah, it looks like I guess they did catch the person, right? There was an arrest right there. So let's see. Let's get to the articles where you actually know what happened. Okay, this is still when they were still looking. Defense trial ending. A federal. I want to read the article about when she was found. Do you have a link anybody could put in there? Wow, doesn't that suck how long it takes to do trials sometimes? And then watch, it'll be delayed and delayed and delayed. I mean, look at the McStay case, right? The idiot in that case, he's still, like every time there's supposed to be a trial, it keeps being pushed back. Chase Merritt. That's right. Yeah, the Chase Merritt case has been delayed like 20 times. But you're talking about this one, yeah. Let's see. Brent Christensen entered a not guilty plea Thursday in federal courtroom in Urbana to the charge of kidnapping a visiting scholar from China. The hearing lasted less than 5 minutes. Prosecutors accused Christian, a recent University of Illinois graduate student, of abducting YINGYING ZHANG from a campus bus stop June 9th. We just showed that part a minute ago. Judge Eric I. Long scheduled a jury trial on September 12th, following a final pretrial court appearance. Let's see. Is there any information on what happened, Deuce? I want to actually kind of just know what happened. Or is that being held private, secret? I bet if I typed in this guy's name, we'd come up with something. I'm going to do a Daily Mail one. Oh, wow. This is kind of interesting. Girlfriend of man accused of killing Chinese student wore wire for 2 weeks to record him confessing to kidnap and describing ideal victim. That's ridiculous. Brent Christensen. Is that who this guy is right there? Is that what they're... was wearing a wire in the photograph. In this photograph, it was taken at a vigil for missing student. Oh, look at that. So that's probably her right there, and she's wearing a wire, and this is the guy that killed her. Jeez. See, that's why Daily Mail is good sometimes. Maybe they don't have every little thing right, but they do get the story a lot, and they get images that other people don't get. He allegedly confessed to kidnapping Zhang on the tape and described how she fought against him. On another recording, I mean, how did she get him into the car? God. Christensen is accused of kidnap resulting in death and is awaiting trial. All right, so let's see this. The girlfriend of a man accused of killing a Chinese graduate student wore a wire for 2 weeks to help police catch him, it has been revealed. Brent Christensen, 28, is accused of kidnapping and killing scholar YINGYING ZHANG after allegedly kidnapping her on June 9th last year. She vanished after telling friends she was going to sign an apartment lease near the University of Illinois where she was studying. For weeks, police suspected Christensen, but had no evidence to arrest him. Yeah, because they probably... See, this is the thing, is they knew the car, right? So they suspected him, but they didn't have any evidence. So that's similar to the Tibbetts case, right? They knew the car, they knew all that stuff, but they kept tracking him around, and then eventually they got enough information. The Rivera character. Murder. Whack job. In court on Tuesday, his lawyers, however, revealed that his girlfriend, who he was filmed attending a vigil to help find Zhang after she went missing. Isn't that weird? So he showed up to the vigil in this case, and, you know, Radar Online, who was accurate on the time frame, it almost seems like it is possible now, knowing what we know about the connections with Rivera and Tibbetts' family, that he may have gone to the vigil, right? He very well may have gone to that because the girlfriend or whatever might have said, hey, can we go to that? And they might have gone. So that is something that's possible. Among the conversation was one in which Christensen allegedly confessed to the killing. I mean, what idiot would tell his girlfriend that? Oh, yeah, I killed somebody. Hey, I hope you don't mind. Hey, you want to go to a movie? Oh, crap. That might be one of Vic's new quotes right there. He is also said to have described his perfect victim by pointing them out in the crowd at the vigil where he was filmed walking hand in hand with the women. Christensen's lawyer did not reveal how the FBI contacted his girlfriend. They pleaded with the judge to not allow the taped conversation into evidence at his trial, claiming the girlfriend was pressured into wearing the wire. Who cares if she was pressured? She didn't pressure him to say anything because she feared charges for herself. Yeah, you'd almost think she was somebody related to the crime because, boy, he felt comfortable enough to tell her about him. On one occasion, she was apparently so nervous about wearing it in front of him that she fainted, his lawyer claimed. Christensen also allegedly tried to lure another student into his car on the day Zhang went missing. The student told investigators that he pretended he was a cop to try to get her into the vehicle. Ah, Jesus. She identified him from a photograph, through photographs shown to her by police. Zhang's body had never been found. Her death shocked her relatives in China, who believed she would be safe in the small campus town. See, that's what I was saying. I mean, here's something funny. Like my neighbor, 3 nights ago at 11 o'clock at night, I just happened to go outside, I think get the mail or something, and her garage door was open. You know, she lives alone, right? So I went over there, and I unlocked. I mean, I didn't. I knocked on her door, and she unlocked the door, and opened it. And I said, "Hey, your garage door's open." She says, "Oh, I just leave it open for the cats to come back." You know, and I felt bad, like I woke her up. But then today she thanked me and said, "You know, I always think everything's so safe," and I go, "No. Listen, I know that, you know." The likelihood is that it's safe, but there's monsters all around out there. Christensen is also married, and it is not clear if he had a wife who has not been identified. Oh, wait, so he's married, but he has a girlfriend. Huh. His lawyers are asking for his trial to be moved to Chicago, claiming the case was so high profile that he has no chance of a fair trial. Yeah. Like, look at that picture right there. Couldn't they just do facial recognition and say anybody that looks like that automatically is a serial killer? I'm just kidding. I think every time you're arrested, you end up sort of looking like that. You know, I mean, like he looked somewhat normal in this one, other than the shifty, devious eyes, right? But whenever you're arrested, you never look normal and happy. Oh god, look how crappy that is. I mean, like this girl was just walking around at school, just normal day, and then some absolute freak pulls up. Basically, just never get into anybody's car that you don't know, ever. Unless they're saving you. If that's, you know, your one chance of being saved from something else. But, you know, I guess that's even taking a chance, because you never know. There could be a whack job that actually pulled over to help you. Like, let's say you were being chased by some freak, and then somebody goes, hey, I'll help you give it a ride. Well, that person could be too. So it's just kind of like, wow. It's so different now. Zhang's family traveled to the U.S. from native China after she disappeared. Her grieving father was still in the country in November. I mean, so June, July, August, September, October, November. last year after authorities said she was presumed dead. He walked the route to her apartment from the campus every day, he said. Ah, yeah, that's sad. At the time, her mother said, "We don't know where, she is, and I don't know how to spend the rest of my life without my daughter. I can't really sleep." See, that's what we did to, our country was not hospitable at all to somebody coming over here to get a good education. That's just insane. I wonder if he was like after foreign exchange students. At the time her mother said, "We don't know where she." Okay, "I can't really sleep well at night. I often dream of my daughter, and she's right there with me. I want to ask the mother of the suspect, please talk to her son and ask him what he did to my daughter. Where is she now? I want to know the answer." The FBI previously said they had obtained audio surveillance from the vigil which Christian attended. They did not disclose that it was recorded by his girlfriend. He is charged with kidnapping resulting in death, which carries the potential of the death penalty on conviction. Yeah, hopefully he gets that. Wow. That's some whacked out stuff right there. I don't know, have they actually come up with more detail later? Let's see. So I guess the latest update on this is, let's try this one, June 7th. Now it must be like a memorial, yeah, so it's like a year later. Yeah, they need to make something permanent. Something that can, something of sentimental value to the parents of some kind. I mean, that's just... The memorial's also a way to thank all the students, university employees, and local residents who have supported Miss Zhang and volunteered over the past year, he said. They really made us feel like we were family, he said. We're really grateful. He's also reached out. I mean, that's the family. Look how nice those parents are. Just to come here to get killed by a barbarian. Well, Gray, you don't really know what happened. I mean, he could have... come on. Yep, there's that one. That's funny. I actually, when I say funny, I don't mean like, haha, funny, okay? For all you language police out there, that if you don't use the right word, oh, you're so offended. I actually remember trying to find that exact surveillance footage months and months ago. And I don't know, I got sidetracked and went on to something else, I guess. Yeah, that's right, I'm my own devil's advocate. You got that. So has everybody here seen my debunking video from today? I'll play it right here if you haven't seen it. I think it's hilarious. Because if you haven't seen it, I know a lot of you probably didn't see it yet. And that's because it doesn't have a ton of views or anything. And this doesn't actually count as a view when you view it through this way, all right? All right, let me turn down this audio. It felt good though. It was sort of like going back in time a little bit. Here we go. All right, here it goes. Here it goes, everybody. Hello everybody, this is Gray Hughes again, doing another debunking video in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Unfortunately. But there's another YouTuber out there. It's actually a YouTuber that's been making videos but have rebranded themselves as a YouTuber named The Broke. Okay, this is a YouTuber that has lied about many other YouTubers to get views on her channel. She intentionally makes up things about people. Even when you prove to her that she's wrong, she will keep saying she had the truth and try to spin out of the reality of the situation, okay? But this YouTuber rhymes with The Broke, and she's claiming that in the East area conference area, a man comes running out of this hallway here. And when they came running out, it had something to do with Kenneka, her death, all right? And she said, look, somebody's being consoled right there. And then the guy comes running out. Oh, it's all related somehow. But you guys know me better than that, right? This is totally bogus yet again. I wouldn't even bother making a video except for over 1,000 people watched it, and when you read the comments, it's even more disturbing. All the people that are so believing of it. It's actually very disturbing, okay? Let's show the reality of it, okay? But let's first show the video, and I'll explain to you what she's claimed on the video. I'm not going to play her audio. She says, oh, look, someone's being consoled right there. Now watch. This guy comes running out, and this is about a half hour after Kenneka went into the cooler. Look, he's running. And he must have gone out the door because she cut it right there. He must have gone out that door, obviously. Now look, it's put in slow-mo. The contrast is really darkened up, has a way more spooky feel to it. Look at that. Wow. It's got to be something really creepy that happened, right? I mean, why else would somebody be running there? There's no reason for it. Okay, let's look at the reality of it here. And if you notice, when I play my videos, you see the time code there. Fortunately for me, since this person always hides the time codes so that nobody can look it up, I actually have watched the surveillance footage so much that I know where all these clips are, all right? So here's Monifa walking in to the lobby, right? Two guys went out the front door. They left. Then Monifa goes around the corner there. Keep in mind, there's bathrooms over there, too, around that corner. And here comes Shemaya, and there's a girl in white. Now, she's holding hands with this guy in all black right there, right? Now, watch. They, hug, and then he picks her up. They seem like they're really in love, actually. And they're playful. They're goofing around, right? And then when they come around this corner, right? Now, keep in mind, when they come around this corner, there's a blind spot that goes from about right here to a little bit over here in that hallway. There's no camera up here. And there's Monifa. She had come around the corner. But if you notice, the girl in white, I always associate Bree with the all white, but that's not Bree there. She stopped with that person. And it's probably right back here. Maybe they're making out or kissing or whatever you want to say. But they haven't joined in with the rest of them. But there she is right there. Look, she's smiling. She had a good time. And now these two videos are synced up to the second. So she turns around goofing around, and he runs through like, they're just playing, right? So he comes running out, and then perhaps he was about to leave, and then one of these people called his name, and then he comes back, walks over here. So he didn't actually even go out the door. But when you watch this video, don't you just realize that there was nothing nefarious going on at all? Okay, she was smiling. The girl in white was smiling. I'll show that again, right there. And right then, he's running the other direction. Maybe he patted her on the butt or something and he ran by. Who knows? They were playful, though. And what he's doing is absolutely consistent with that. Now, the person who made this video doesn't take the time or doesn't want to show any of you the way I do it. I'm showing you the different angles through different hallways so that you know the truth. They aren't going to do that because they want to get views, and they know that there are thousands and thousands of people that believe this was a murder, And this is like candy to those people. Okay? And I think that's disgusting. Okay? Now, if you can make truthful videos that help support your claim, then make them. But don't invent things. All right? It's ridiculous. Man, I'm just so tired of it. All right, everybody. And until next time, be safe out there. Yeah. I thought that was pretty damn good. I mean, doesn't it just... You guys see what I've been dealing with this whole time? It's disgusting. You know, absolutely making something up, knowing that it's completely fake, just to get views, right? That was completely bogus, right? Thanks, Jim. And that's what's been going on this entire time. But people say, well, no, I saw this one video. Oh, no, I saw this one, Gray. No, listen, trust me. Every one of those videos that you're seeing is not true, right? They just sold it better than the other one. I've seen them all. They're absolute jokes. There was a video tonight. Somebody came on to that video that I just made and commented and said, Gray, go check this out. Check this out. So it was a live. And you know what the live was about? That Teresa Martin, Kanika's mom, was at the Crown Plaza in the party with Kanika. Can you believe that shit? I mean, it's like, and there were so many people going, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Brain dead morons is all you can say, all right? It just drives me absolutely batty. See, can you see why I've sort of stuck around a little bit on that? Just to give hope that maybe there's somebody that goes, you know what? I've seen enough. Thank you. I've had a lot of people actually email me that. You know, say thank you. You're the... Well, hell, you can even... Let's go check out... I'm sure I've got some new comments. Should we do a comment review of the new ones? Let's see what's going on here. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Not a ton, but some. Okay, so here's one. She was definitely drugged and looks like she got lost, staggering all over the place, but there is no way she walked up those steps. Well, she did, okay? They have 2 handrails, they're narrow. She made it up the stairs, all right? See? Not even a mentally challenged, disabled person would believe you. Go to hell. It was murder. You see what I deal with every single day, but most of the time you guys don't see this stuff. If the guy was acting weird and running out of those witnesses would have spoken up a lot sooner. So ridiculous. Well, there's a normal comment. All right. I first noticed your channel with the Jody case when you did a reenactment. I didn't understand the other videos on your channel, but then when the Delphi case came about, I noticed you again, and you started making more content. I couldn't help but to binge watch over since I love seeing you in the comments on the other YouTube channel comments as well. Enjoy how you call it. Hey, thank you. That's a nice one. Let's see. It's this part. I know I can trust your word, and you're very devoted and detailed. Keep the good work up. I'm happy for you to see your channel grow. You deserve it. Oh, thank you. And this person said, oh, that's a 2003 Impala on the other case. Tibbets. This one said, let's see. You have come a long way in the past year. Awesome job. I remember when you had 1,000 subscribers. I didn't have 1,000. I had like 3,500 or something like that about a year ago. But I didn't really try to get subscribers back then. I just made videos. I didn't even know the whole YouTube world. I don't even think I would be considered a YouTuber, even though I made videos. They were on YouTube. Let's see. Reyes, you got that right. Have you debunked any of the videos? They were kind of... Alright. So let's see if there's any... I didn't see any negative ones in here. So, I guess that's a win, right? Alright, there you go. So, do we got some trolls showing up? I haven't been paying attention, but I see there's been some blocking going on. I don't know about that, Daro. I've had over 1,000 since way back when Arius, in the Arius days. There's no way you could have done it when 100. I met you way after that. It was even after the McStay. It was during the Justin Ross Harris case. Yeah, maybe something around that. Yeah. So hey, let's see. I might stay on here for, maybe do like 30 minutes to another hour if you want, but you guys just want to call in and just talk about, any thoughts you might have on some of these cases we've been doing. All right, don't be nervous. I'm not mean. Okay. I am a little nervous that there might be some wackos that call in, but if you guys call in, there won't be the wackos. Unless you're a wacko privately on the side. Well, I just gave Vic a quote. Oh well. I've been watching some shows on TV. Castle Rock. Have you guys been watching that one at all? Hulu. Hey, we're all a little weird. We are freaks. You remember that? Yeah, get the number coming up here in a second. All right, there you go. There you go. There's the number. Hello, this is Gray.
Hi, Gray. I called in, I think my first time watching you.
Oh, yeah?
On the Molly case.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, and I was going to talk about my stalker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't go into great detail on that because it was not supposed to be about me or the entire thing that I went through. I kind of just summed it up as quickly as I could just because I was trying to be helpful on anything that could help her case, Mm-hmm. And so the case you were talking about last night, how do you say his name?
Oberg. Daniel Oberg.
I came in kind of late last night, so I didn't get enough of what was going on to kind of say what I thought or whatever. And I feel really, really bad for their father. I went and watched what you were discussing last night.
Yeah.
And so my insomnia kicked in, and I went ahead and just checked out some things. I hadn't really done that before. And when I went to the Facebook page, it went into, like, his father's. I found his father's page to his page. And kind of just looking through that, I didn't copy any links or remember exactly what post it was. But one person did put on there all the missing people in Oregon.
Oh,
is
yeah.
insane. There's like
There's
500 people.
Yeah, there's like a show about that too. I
Yeah.
can't remember what it was. There's a show that's on TV about it. Yeah.
So I think that's really, really creepy. And a girl from that area made a comment who looked like could have been her around, I don't know, the age group that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And all she said was something about a cult. So I wonder if maybe they followed up on that, because you talked about the person who put up fencing and all this stuff because there was rowdy people and he didn't really want that around his property. And finally he told the father he could come over and check it all out, and he went over and checked it all out. And
But where was this?
for him to go,
Where was that mentioned? Where was that mentioned that you just said about the fencing? Did the dad mention that?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Or was that on one of the...
yeah, it must have been on the video I watched after you.
Yeah.
On the, I was trying to catch
Well,
up
you
to
can
what
say
you
his
guys were all
name.
talking about.
I mean, I don't care if anybody... The thing is, if people watch John Lorden or they watch all of us, so it doesn't really matter if...
No, I just listened to the interview of the father.
Yeah, but that's the John Lorden video where he...
Okay, so he like edits it out, or is it fake?
What? No, he just made a video with... I'm talking about the one with, John Lorden. He interviewed the father yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just interviews the dad, and that's it. That's all the video was. What do you mean by editing out? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I guess I'm not sure exactly where I saw about the person with the property and a bunch of kids that were, so he put up a fence, and I don't know, he said that he was welcome to go over there and check out the property because it was
yeah. Like it was near the Ping area, right? And there was a party.
Yeah,
that's where when there was a party there, and then I guess he then maybe I don't know if this is true what I'm saying, but maybe he put up a fence after the party or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking that maybe if there is some type of occult stuff going on and the police aren't really helping him out, and I'm really sick of police not helping people that are just because they might not have a high credit score or whatever the reason might be. There's no reason to not take every person who goes missing seriously, and what the parents and family go through is just horrible to just because of some little screw up here or there. It didn't sound like he did anything really that terrible. I mean, he rode his skateboard with a bike on it or something that irritated him, and the charges they put on that kid, that was insane for just
I wish people could initiate an FBI with maybe a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it didn't have to be the police have to do it. I actually think that I don't know. I feel like the FBI is federal and we're all Americans, so why can't, if we need them to take a look at something, they should maybe look at it a little bit. I mean, I don't know if that just means a lot more workload or something, but the FBI, I think, would have solved this case in the first 2 weeks. Easy.
And why aren't they doing something about all these kids going missing? I mean, that's just creepy.
Well, there's a lot of runaways in Oregon. There's a lot of people just... Oregon has a ton of runaways. We have a lot of homeless people. So a lot of these people, like even in Iowa, remember that report that came out and said, oh, wow, there's 50 missing?
Yeah.
Well, about...
There are like 30 people.
Most of those people were like runaways and just...
Right, and they went back home and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So, but in Oregon, we're actually famous for homeless people, and it's kind of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Portland, for sure.
Well, I really, really have enjoyed your show. I do have bad insomnia, and it's sad that something like this makes me come over and listen to you. But you definitely would make a really great judge. You're very diplomatic and you're very factual, and I like that a lot.
I would deliver a good sentence. I would be in there and be honest. I would deliver a really good sentencing for. They would probably make videos a lot because I would just look at the person and tell them exactly what I thought. And
It's so crazy.
I mean, I would.
I know what I have to go through just to get my stalker. I mean, it sounds like I made that really quick, and I noticed that I didn't want to call back in because I saw the remarks in the chat, and I'm just Jennifer, just me, just so you know. That's who I am on the thing. And so, I was kind of personal telling you about a personal story that I went through, and I didn't clarify on it. If anybody is listening to this right now, The soccer, when I was switched from one smaller bank to this really big bank I worked in, the bank was really large. I won't say the name of it, but it was a very large bank. And that's why I didn't notice the uniservice and the mats being changed and things like that, because it was just a really big bank. Can't really explain that much more, but that doesn't matter.
Well, it'd be cool be cool if you could do tell your whole story. You should like record it, and then maybe we could you don't have to. I'm not sure how that would work, but like you would just record you telling the story.
It's to help out other people. When you're a victim of something, it's hard to say you're a victim. I always say I'm a survivor and try to act tough and stuff. But I have to tell you, when I still think about it, my blood just kind of goes cold. And whenever I think about Molly, what she went through, it just completely makes me want to throw up. I mean, I'm very nauseous, and what I went through, and not knowing I even had somebody, bothering me for that long, or watching me, and then me not even knowing the person, looked like, and it was just so horrible. And if I could just help out with anybody, in these situations, I'm just trying to give empathy out, and if it's helpful to try and figure out things, that's all I was trying to do. Yeah. And then back to the case last night, I just think it's really sad. And you had that case on, was it North Carolina, with the Peachtree Street?
Oh, yeah, the Lumberton serial killers.
Yes, yeah. That's another really horrific thing. Obviously there's all those killings right next to each other, that many, and that doesn't make the news just because they were savory people or people that, I just don't think we should be judging anyone. They are all humans, and
it's kind of weird. I understand. This is what I do understand. I do understand this, though. Okay, so let's say you had 5 people, and you only had, let's just say you had 2 people, and you had one detective, and one person was a person that was just going to school, minding their own business, and they were abducted and murdered. Or you have somebody who does drugs, is putting themselves in a dangerous lifestyle, and they get murdered. I think that I would put the priority on the one that really wasn't doing. I mean, I know that sucks, but if you have limited resources,
you have to put things like in a priority.
Right, like triaging. It's like triaging. But the thing is, I don't like how they just sort of keep passing the buck on it. Like they just go, yeah, and they keep moving. Like the Lumberton one, that's a joke. That thing is that's like a serial killer. Who cares if they were, prostitutes or whatever the hell they were doing? There's some whack job over there that might be killing people. What are these? Somebody's commenting in there. Wait, hold on.
And all the different connections, all the different people that lined up with the person that was shot so many times. That's all that case, right? That girl that was shot like 10 times.
Oh yeah, that's the Rachel Del Tondo one. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's in the same case, right?
No, that's a case. Well, it's crazy. That case I've told everybody is the weirdest, most possible conspiratorial case I've ever seen. It's crazy.
Overkill. Jeez. Yeah, that's so horrible.
Well, the whole
thing. And then
this,
I'm kind of jumping all around different places, but back to Molly. This is why I even started watching your channel and really, really enjoy what you do and really think you're amazing.
Well, thanks.
I can't remember my thought process I was going to say about Molly now, but it's just sickening. I don't know. I just don't get it.
Hey, hold on.
But I think my point being when I first called in was just that you never know who is guilty. And if I would have known, like if I really thought this other person was guilty and I was determined that I really believed it was, and then when I found out who it really was and I couldn't believe that I didn't recognize this person or really know this person, my whole point was you can't ever say someone's guilty because you can build a profile and think in your mind you know exactly who it is. But then when you find out who it really is, it's really sometimes very, very shocking.
No, it's I know exactly what you're talking about, actually. I know somebody that did something similar. But all right. Hey, I was going to say.
So, anyways, thank you for your time, and I'm kind of all over the place, but I've been thinking about all these different things, and I just can't believe it.
Yeah, well, try to get some sleep. All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work.
Okay, thanks a lot. All right, bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, yeah, that's right. I was going to say happy birthday to Kelly Gray. And thanks for the call there. I think it was Jennifer, right? Yeah. I'd sing happy birthday to you, but I'm not going to. Yeah. I said happy birthday. I was trying to remember to say happy birthday to her. Just remove that guy, actually. This is Gray, you're on the air.
Hey, glad to be on the air, Gray.
Hey, whoa. What's the name?
Jim Conrad.
Oh, Jim. Hey, what's going
Jim
on?
Conrad, Elkhart, Indiana.
Oh, yeah, I remember you.
Third time calling.
That's
I
right.
want to talk about the Molly case because I think it's going to make a great movie someday.
Yeah. What was your theory back then? Wasn't it something like there was a car parked in the driveway? And
Oh no, my theory was totally unique, totally different than anyone else's. It was that she ran off with some other guy or gal.
Now, that wasn't unique. We talked about that the first day, about how maybe somebody from college that liked her or something like that. And he was rich, so she didn't have to grab all of her crap. You know, just trying to make it work, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And I was wrong.
That's okay, man. I mean,
I've been wrong before.
None of us were right on my theory was that she was abducted by somebody she knew while jogging. That's what I ended up at. And so I think she might have known this guy, you know, because let's see, all three of her, well, her and her two brothers all were friends with, Facebook friends at least, with his girlfriend, and two of them were friends with his girlfriend's sister. What's that clicking sound? What are you doing, man? Are you lighting up?
No, not yet. It is my weekend. I have the next 2 days off from my fast food job. Last time, remember I called under the name Amy Smith, and I mentioned that's my girlfriend's
That's what it said
Skype.
on the screen.
And then in the chat, someone said they're calling BS on me. I'm, not who I say I am or whatever. So.
No, I didn't
really
see anybody say that.
That was just because I said, I've been single and never been in a long-term relationship, so I can't really relate. And the thing is, just my Skype name, and you were the one that mentioned that. I didn't think it was a big deal, but back to the Molly case and the movie, the great movie it's going to make.
Yeah. Are you implying anything when you say that? Like it was all not real?
No, but there is a lot of conspiracy involved, I would say, already.
I don't think there's any conspiracy involved. However, I think that there's people that will claim there's a conspiracy. I said that the second they said that this case is, when they arrested an illegal alien, I said, watch, it's going to turn into a false flag. It was all done to promote the build a wall and, that kind of crap.
Yeah, that's in there.
Well, it's not real. It's just something that happens to be a byproduct of what happened. Yeah, it's not like somebody set it up that way. Like, hey, let's get a hold of that guy. What's his name? Rivera. Yeah, give him a couple mil. So his family's set. He'll have to take, be in prison the rest of his life and everything. But, at least he can. Come on. I mean, it just. Now, what'd they do? Give him some psycho drugs or something, and then he just did what he did. He couldn't control himself.
Well, that's something for another day.
No, I was just wondering how it can be a conspiracy. Like, what angle? What are you doing over there, man? I keep hearing this clicking sound. What are you doing?
I think there's some. I've got it on the TV in the other room, and I've pulled the laptop across the house. I don't know. I'm not really clicking anything.
Well, let's go ahead.
There may be some feedback. I'm on my laptop for the Skype call, but I was actually watching the show on my TV through my PlayStation 4 on YouTube, so I've got two different devices going.
Yeah, but there's something you're doing. Are you clicking a mouse or keyboard? Because you're definitely...
I'm actually holding the laptop in my hands. Maybe I'll just set it down.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, I kept hearing. Yeah, that was it.
So how long is it going to take to make this movie? I think we're in the next 5 years, just like the Elizabeth Smart movie.
I think it's going to take 3 years, 27 days, and about 6 hours. How the hell are we supposed to know the answer to that? Come on. How do you get an answer to that question?
It's going to make a great
I'm sure
movie.
I don't know if it'll be a Lifetime movie. I think it'll be IDTV material. It doesn't have anything in it that's sort of God, I don't want to use that word that I used last night, but I mean, it's just not really. Okay, well, here's the thing. It's more of an IDTV type movie, okay? I don't want to add any other fluff words for the haters out there, okay?
Well, I think a woman jogging, being kidnapped, abducted, has all the earmarkings of a Lifetime movie.
Well, I guess it does. You got the Dalton, his name's even like right out of one of those, All right, so great. Okay, so you've got. I don't know where Dalton is, but I was looking at an image today of, I think it was people at right after the hearing, and I saw Scott. Man, he looked like he wanted to kill that guy. Like he looked like literally he wanted to jump right. Let me see if I can find those pictures.
Yeah.
You can talk. Say what you want to say.
Oh, sure. I really got into the case. I think it's there's a lot of things still to find out. I think it's super interesting, and I think you're doing a great job presenting the stream, the show, your fans, their chat.
Yeah. No, it is kind of a show. Like I make a show. That's what I'm doing. If you want to call it that, but I don't think of it like I'm not tricking anybody. It's real. I really try to figure out what the hell's going on.
No, more of a show relating or comparing to Art Bell type stuff.
Yeah,
but
I don't. This is. I'm showing on the screen.
True.
The one brother right here. I don't know if that's his girlfriend or not, but seems like.
I think Scott's like the JV QB or starting QB on the football team, which is they won the state championship last year, the year before. I saw that on the T-shirt.
Look at this right here. Look at that picture right there. I think they're like looking at the guy or something. He's coming out right now or something. I don't know. But look at his face. He just looks like he wants to go kill something. What they need to do is just let the brothers and stuff just have a couple free punches. Maybe even Dalton. Just kind of have the cops somebody go, hey, yeah, call their name, and they agree to, oh, yeah, they go over around the corner, and just bang,
Yeah.
Because you never really, you never get to have that release as a person, I know that's not really legitimate, but I'm just saying, wouldn't you love to be able to, if you were one of them, just to come up and just absolutely pound on the guy's face for a couple minutes? Yeah.
That'll be a scene or something that the three of them discuss in the movie when they find out, when it comes across that he was the killer, and this is going to be a trial, and we'll see. But I'm going to get off the air now so you can take another few calls, and I know you're doing a shorter show, so I'm going to say good night and keep following the chat.
Thanks for calling Jim Conrad, everybody. Jim Conrad. There you go. See you later. Thanks, Jim. He didn't pull the Jim trick. Well, who's the next sucker? Oh, here we go. Wait, is he calling again, or who's calling? Oh, yeah, it is. No, wait. Oh, no, it's not. Hey, this is Gray. You're on the air. Hey, how's it going? This is...
Hello, it's Mia.
Mia, I could see it. I could see it.
Hi. Oh,
How's
my
it
God,
going?
I'm so angry, Gray.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God, I'm
What are
bloody
you
ticked
angry
off.
about? Oh, wait, let me see. Good eye? What are you... Oh, I can't even do it.
No, that's Aussie. That's g'day, mate.
Yeah, g'day, mate. I got 89,000. That's me all you score, mate.
Oh, my God, I'm so mad.
Yeah, yeah. What are you mad about? Everything?
That guy sounded so bloody excited to make a movie. For
Oh.
God's sake, the girl's just been found dead. Talking
Yeah.
about a movie.
I think he's just kind of... He's just tongue-in-cheek kind of guy. He's
No, he sounded so bloody excited. I'm so angry. Sorry.
Come on,
But
look at
dog's
Jim.
bloody angry.
Yeah, I think Jim was he's just goofing around. He's like, I don't know. I actually don't know anything about Jim. I don't know what his whole deal is or whatever.
Well,
But-
Jim, pull your bloody head in. Sorry, but we are, it's not funny to us,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's funny if it's a joke, then that's just as bad. So I don't like him talking about a movie about it. She's just been found. The family
Yeah.
are grieving.
Right.
And if he is joking, well, that's not very funny either. So sorry, I just was going, I can't.
Well, I did
us.
agree with him that it will be on IDTV at some point in the future. I'm not talking about. I think he's the one. I think he called one time too and wanted to know who do you think would play the parts? Right? Was that you,
I
Jim?
think he's at the stage too. I mean, that's just sick thinking.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
you
it's
really
crazy.
go there and think who's going to play parts in a movie? I mean, who thinks like that?
Well,
I don't know.
I'm
That's
actually
the last
laughing.
thing on my mind.
Well, I'm laughing right now because of how you. I don't know why. I'm laughing because of you and what he said just together. It's funny to me. All right.
Oh yeah, oh my God, that just aggravated me so much. But oh my God. Oh, can I just say a word for the family, because apparently I say it really funny and I don't, and I said birds. The birds flying around.
Oh.
Is that a funny word, birds?
Well, it sounds almost like you're saying boobs, but
Oh, does it?
but it's really close. But I know what you're saying. You're saying bud or boo. Say it again. Let me imitate it. Say it again.
Birds. The birds are flying.
Birds.
Birds.
Did I say that the way you said it?
You say it?
No, I say birds with an R in there. You just say, you leave out the R on your... Yeah, say it like it. Birds.
Oh, birds.
Yeah, wow, did you guys hear that?
Oh, really?
That was like perfect English right there. Or, not English.
American.
Oh, well, no, what I mean is, look at, leaving out the R, there is an R there, right? Come on.
Okay,
So how come people in New Zealand don't do the R?
So, but isn't it's like E-R.
Look at, it's spelled, look at BIRDS, right? Birds.
Yeah.
Right?
Birds.
It's not buds. Yeah, you said that. Okay, when I said it was perfect English. Yeah, we were all speaking English. I meant you had a good.
New Zealand, we're more English, like the Brits.
Right, but I meant like you sound more American. Here, say the try to say a whole sentence. Can you imitate us? Because a lot of times those actors from, like Australia, they're all over, and the UK and everything. They're in like Walking Dead. Like every single character in that is from like Australia or something.
Yeah.
But they speak good American accent. Is what I'm trying to say.
All I know over here too, when people are doing American and we're like imitating, we sort of go, "Oh my God."
That was good. That was good. It really was. Now, they'll have another sentence after that, though. Say, "Oh my God."
Okay. Oh my God, I cannot believe what you just said.
Yeah, it was pretty good. There was just a slight accent in a couple of words, but yeah, that wasn't bad at all. That wasn't bad.
Oh my God, the birds.
No, oh God, that was terrible.
Oh no.
No, say it
That
again.
must-
Oh my God, the birds. It's
Oh
more
my God, the birds.
right. See, there it is. See, you know what it is with you guys is you have totally different inflection on different. The right. Like we don't do that. So one of the keys is getting the inflection that Americans have. The American dial.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
'Cause
It's
just
great. I love your phone-ins because isn't it great to get all the accents? We had India the other night, or
Oh,
UK,
yeah.
and even around America. It's so cool. Like Kim's accent too is so cute. It's so different. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
was
amazing.
thinking it would be cool to have somebody from like one of those. I don't know. I remember I took linguistics class, and there was some tribe that really has never met any humans. It was, I think, in the 50s is when they first met. I mean, not humans. I meant like westernized people, and they were talking like. I was like, whoa! If somebody called with that, I'm not sure I would actually understand it. Yeah.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, that's so. Do you know what's interesting, though? In New Zealand, if one person got shot or went missing, it's a whole nationwide event. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have anything like that happen.
Yeah. Over here, it's just sort of like.
I know. It's crazy.
You have a cup of coffee, you go, oh, yeah, someone else died. Okay, cool.
I know. It's just crazy. I know. It really is.
Well, then that might explain. See, here's the thing is, like Jim, that might be the deal, like it's so common, it's just sort of, he's already thinking about the movie. He's way down the line, right? He's just
maybe, yeah.
But see, over there, it's just like, oh my God, everybody, the one thing is a big deal. But over here,
yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's really, really scary to watch American news and watch the stuff. It's very scary to us.
Yeah.
We're so confined in our little country.
Very cool country, though.
Sorry.
All those big trout you guys have in those streams, those were put there, right? Like, but you have fresh water, but then they stocked them, I don't know, years and years ago, and then now there's like native rainbows and stuff. Because I don't think rainbows would ever have made it there. I don't know.
I don't know if they were native. Yeah, we do have farms for them too, to be able to keep them released and that into our streams, and yeah, we do.
I don't know. That was just such
like
a totally.
fishing, do you?
Yeah. Well, like when I first started going live, every once in a while, I do these. I took this. I have a GoPro camera that I put on the end of a golf ball retriever. It's like this little long extendable pole, and I cut off the end and fashioned a bicycle mount for a GoPro, and then I put it on there and I put it into these streams. There's one right by my house. That's actually this picture on the video right now. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that trout right there was actually in this creek that's just running right through the city. Right through the city. And when I was a kid, I used to catch them. And then about 3 years ago, I said, hey, let me see if they're still in there. And by God, I went down there, and there's these native cutthroats still swimming around, right in the middle of, right behind, a grocery store and restaurants and all this stuff. It's pretty weird.
And do you clean stream waters? Like, is it nice?
I wouldn't say that's clean at all, but it must be clean enough for them to be in there.
Yeah, I love trout. Yeah, delicious.
Oh, I love eating trout.
Lovely to talk with you.
Yeah,
That's all I had. It's lovely to go over my accent and make fun of it. I love it.
That was fun. All right.
Okay, all my birdie freaks. Love you all.
Thanks, Mia.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, there was Mia. All right. Now we just got to get Rennie in here from Australia. Yeah, I haven't seen Marie. Yeah, that's right. We haven't seen Marie for a while. I mean, tonight's show started late, so she probably missed it. I haven't seen Rennie in here tonight. I think it bugged her when I didn't mean to make her feel bad. I was just ribbing her for her, you know, the, what is that called? EVPs and the tarot cards that she did. I mean, you guys know me. That's not my, it's not my gig. I'm not a tarot card or psychic type of, I don't put a lot of weight into that at all, actually. So, sorry. I'm not, let's put it this way, I'm not open-minded to EVP, any of that stuff. I think it's not, you know, it's not legitimate. Now, if you can get a, well, the thing is, see, here's the thing about EVPs, is they actually have, oh, Rennie, okay, she had mouth surgery, that sucks. We'll have to get her on again. I mean, the thing is it's an app, right? And these apps are made by somebody, and then when you turn them on, you talk into it, and it just goes out, and it brings in audio from different stations out there and muffles it around and stuff. And basically what you can do is you can look up a case, get really familiar with it, and then when you do your EVP readings, you can twist whatever's said to match a really logical story. What's that case? Oh, the Horman case? Carrie Elizabeth? Kyron Horman? Let me guess. Yeah. Yeah, I like Rennie, though. She's one of my favorite people in here. Yeah, it's just sort of an app you get. You know, what else would it be? It's like, yeah, go onto your phone and type it in. Was that the Oregon case that you were thinking about? Teresa, my mother's wife, lives in Lumberton. When was that, Kelly? When did that happen? I think Lumberton, there should be a movie. Like, listen, I know you don't like to say it, but not really a movie, a show, like like you could almost do like a horror series and out of Lumberton and base it on reality. It's like you don't want to live there. Yeah, Beck Paranormal's EVP stuff is a joke, okay? If you actually think that there's anything to that, man, wow. All right. She actually, listen to this. She follows me around on different cases. So she was on the, I'm just going to tell you the truth right here. Beck's Paranormal had a different name, and I actually have screenshots of me and her communicating on the Delphi case, and she originally kept thinking it was this guy that flew a drone around. She didn't even do EVPs or anything. And then she switched over. Then I went over, was doing Kanika Jenkins' case. Then she joined that one and was making videos. And then she realized, okay, I got to find a niche. Oh, I'll start doing EVPs and crap like that. All right. Now she switched over to the Molly Tibbetts case that I was working on. So it's not legitimate what she's doing, okay? I don't mean to, well, yes, I do. I mean to say it. It's not cool. It's not like she's been doing EVPs for her whole life, and then one day, she decided to show us all what she was looking at. Wait, so you guys actually believe in that stuff? Like, yeah, I don't believe in that. I don't think it's opening the door to anything. I think your mind lets it become something. I don't think you're getting anything. Right. So that's all I'm saying. It's not. I know who that person is, and I know that she wasn't even doing that stuff a while ago, and it's just, you know. Look, I've played Ouija. Look, when you play the Ouija board, right? It can kind of freak you out. You got other believers around you, and they start making you feel like, oh, whoa, and then, whoa, look at that, whoa, it's weird. But I mean, the Ouija board was made by Parker Brothers, right? It's a board game. It's like if somebody said Monopoly was scary, if you do certain things, maybe that would turn into that too. Yeah, or remember the game Sorry? I bet they could turn that into something. I mean, you mean Horman, Kelly, right? Who's Horner? I think Kelly's having a couple birthday cocktails, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, have it called Sorry. Yeah. That was a cool game, right? Here, let me tell you something though. Hey, Dick Tracy, when you're watching those EVPs, pay attention to this. When you hear the audio, it's really very hard to make out anything legible whatsoever, but they suggest to you what you're hearing, and then you play it back and you go, yeah, I do hear that. Like if I went like this, I don't know. And then I said, see that? It says, I want to go to the store. You see that? I want to go to the store. Look, it says I want to go to the store. And then you start writing down this whole narrative. Of course, what they hear fits a story that they've already developed. That's the truth of it. I mean, I don't mean to burst the bubbles, but that's the truth. That's okay, Jack. That's all right. I think I made that sound enough. Were you going to try to say what you thought you heard? Do you guys remember Art? You guys remember Art Bell, right? He had a thing called reverse speech. So you take babies talking and reverse it, and then sometimes you get some words out of it. All right. Here we go. This is Gray. You're on the air.
Hey, Gray, it's Karen A. How are you?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say, I'm not alone.
What the heck?
And you weren't, so I guess it was true.
You mean in that, what do you mean? In my voice that I just
yeah,
did?
Yeah, the EVP voice.
Oh,
you
no.
said it. Someone said it sounded like you went to the store. I said it sounded like you weren't, I'm not alone.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well.
But I said you weren't.
I'm
We're
not.
all with you, so.
That's right. Look at that. You got it right. You actually heard it right.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you said?
No, I was
I'm
kidding.
not alone?
No, I'm kidding. I was actually thinking of this. The sentence that I said is what I was thinking, but I distorted it where it doesn't sound like that at all. So.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I did check out some EVPs.
Yeah, I mean, I've looked at them myself, and I just sit there and go, wow. You know what, Matt? What I look at the most is the comments underneath, like people going, "Oh, I'm heartbroken. I've got chills." You know, if I see a chills one more time, I'm going to break the computer, okay? Because, I've got chills listening to this EVP reading. Really? Wow, that's crazy. But anyways, what's up?
Well, I'm just following all the stuff you're doing.
Cool. Well, do you have anything to talk about, or I'm just goofing
Well,
around.
I thought we were talking about the EVPs and the tarots and all those things.
Oh, I was just, yeah. I don't have anything positive to say about those. I'm not. And I'm not I think there's something, like I believe something's out there. Like I said, I have that channel called Personal Paranormal Experiences, like weird things that everybody has, those weird things that happen. But I don't like conjured up sort of techniques like, Ouija boards and tarot cards and EVP, that kind of stuff. Because those tarot cards, you can look at them and read almost anything into them. You can try to make it sound, oh wow, look at, they're standing there, you got the half moon and a full moon, so that must mean, things like that.
That's true. But there's a lot of studies, and I'll talk more factual. There's a lot of studies though that talk about the development of the brain and that thing we call the sixth sense and perceptive, that has shrunk over time. Maybe it was a survival instinct back in the day, right?
Yeah. You're just saying that maybe some people can utilize more of their brain.
Right. I'm not saying the EVP is
right.
legit. I'm just saying that there are, there's a lot to be said about gut instinct sometimes. Not sitting there and rolling off a litany of what's happening based on cards or voices, but like your paranormal channel, I think there are some folks who are more sensitive. Maybe there is perceptually something there. I've looked at all those stories you have there right now, waiting for a new one.
Well, I know. I have one that I'm working on, the 7 Gates of Hell.
Ooh.
I wonder if I have that in here. Let's see if I typed it in like that. 7, no. Gate. Oh wait, I think I do have gates. Let's see. Maybe not. Is there more than one of these? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So these are this is going to be one of the ones, but can you see the screen at all?
I can. I have you muted, but I can see the screen.
Oh, good. All right. So this is there's these 7 railroad trellises, I think they're called. Maybe I said that wrong, but in this town, that'll be in the video, but you go through these and look at how there's all this weird kind of creepy graffiti on there. And then that was gate number 1, and then there's a gate number 2 right over here. So you keep going through these, but if you go through them all just after midnight, I guess, you enter some other realm. I mean, I don't believe in that really, but I mean, it's kind of a creepy little town where there's a lot of stuff. And then her incident took place. Let's see. It was right here. I'll just explain it to you guys. You can tell me if you think it. See, I'm having problems trying to get a lot of the images and stuff, but she lived in a house right here, and it burnt down after the event, but there was a house right here, and apparently there was some weird guy walking down the road right here, and he started coming. She was on a bike, and he came towards her, and then he looked kind of creepy, and then he turned and pointed at the house, and then when she turned back, he just wasn't there anymore. Like he just disappeared into thin air. Like he literally, he's right behind her, and then now he's gone. But she's in this area with the 7 gates of hell, and her sister, I think, saw the guy too, or something like that.
Wow.
But it was right here, so there was a house right here, and the only thing remaining is still this shed that was part of that house. But I don't have a way to put a house there, though, so it's a hard one because I like to use visual. It might just be able to just do it by what I just did right now, right? But have her, she's the one that's talking, So, there you go. It's right in that same town with the 7 gates of hell, though. So you look at the 7 gates right there. And
almost like a rose red creepy house.
Yeah, and she's right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7's way over here. But she lives closer to 1, 2, and 3 right there. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Here's the thing: is nobody's ever been able to prove telekinesis, being able to move something.
Telekinesis, right? Yeah.
Right. That's never been
or
proven.
Spontaneous combustion.
Yeah. Well, telekinesis has never been proven. And which is weird, right? Because if you could do it, it seems like it'd be easy to prove. You'd be able to show up somewhere. But there's a guy that offered a certain amount of money, and this guy took the bet, and he got on there, and the guy just totally exposed him on the stage. So I don't know. I know that there's something weird out there, like ESP is something I kind of think like some other, like a extraordinary perception of things, that you're perceiving.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That hyper excitability of that part of the brain. It's really the old brain. So I mean, that's certainly some strange things out there that are unexplainable. Kind of like being so cocky that we are the only thing in the universe, right?
Well, I never believed
that lives.
Yeah.
I mean that we don't have enough proof. When you can't prove it is or isn't, then you're not sure.
Yeah.
One thing to prove it isn't, like your hoax on your hoax video. It isn't what they said it is.
Yeah.
That's proof.
Right.
But there are things you just can't prove.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I'm sure you got other folks wanting to call in. I just have watched, and you wanted new callers, and I'm a new caller.
No, that's
And whoever
cool.
asked if they're a smoker, no, I'm not a smoker. I wasn't doing a Justin. I've been making chocolate. I had you on audio, and I've been making chocolates. I made homemade Reese's cups and
oh god, I love those
peppermint patties and stuff. I got them done. They're
oh, you
ready
made
to
it?
take out.
You made them yourself?
While your show was going, yeah, because I had to find something to do.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were coming on, and I said I was jonesing. I had to fill my time.
Do
Here
they?
in Texas.
Oh yeah. Well, let me see. Let me see. What was your name again on here? Because I was looking at you.
I'm Karen A.
Okay, on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No. But I do think there's something out there. Something. Sort of extraordinary. I know that there's. I am 100% sure, without actually knowing, that there's life on other planets. I have no doubt at all. I mean, I have none. Okay. And that.
Yeah, even statistically, the odds of there not being something else is like.
Right. Well, when you look at our galaxy, you guys have all seen that one on the National Geographic where you had a picture. Like you look at the sky and you see all those stars out there, right? If you go to the desert or something, look up there. Well, they had a picture that looked the same, but all of those stars were galaxies. Other galaxies with billions of stars in each one of them, right? So the thing is the odds of, and we're not even, I bet there's life in our galaxy. I mean, in our galaxy. Because we're just on the wispy end of this long sort of, looks kind of like a comet, and it's in a circular, and we're just sort of on this wispy end of it. Like what about sort of more to the middle? Maybe there's like densely populated, maybe there's all kinds of planets in there, but we just can't see them because they're so far away.
Right.
Right. So who knows?
Yeah, they found they were doing some. My background is organic chemistry, so I was very interested when they were doing samples from Mars of the water that they collected on the surface, and then of course down under recently. So that those have, you have organic matter, you have life.
Right.
There would have been some life at some point, and there may still be very simple cells, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, I'd like them to go check out the ice areas on Mars a little bit, see what's going on there. Maybe right on the edge of the ice area.
Yeah.
Something.
But it's
like
at one of the ends of the caps, one end of one of the polar caps.
I'd also like us to go back to the moon. I don't understand why. Just go back to the moon, build a base on there. And what I would do to pay for all this stuff would be to put like some rovers that just go around and send back a live feed back to the Earth, so we can watch it. I would watch that like every second. I mean, I would have it like on every screen all the time, every second. Just watching this little thing going around, and it's just traveling around the dark side, the Yeah, the light side has a light on it and shit. Just goes around, charges up, drives around. I mean, they could probably pay for a lot of their trips just doing that with the ad revenue. You know, just I don't know.
I don't remember over the past couple of weeks if I read it or, please, I hope I'm not going to embarrass myself and you're the one that said it. And I'm just coming back with something you already told us. But that you mentioned the rovers and the satellites, there's discussion of using, artificial intelligence in that matter to somebody's killed or there's a crime committed. They can just zoom right into that section and and see what happened and replay it.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like Google, they actually did it in a section. I saw it on a show, but I haven't seen it since. But they took like I don't know, let's say a 10-mile block, a square, and they recorded everything for days, and then they could go back in time and like Google Earth, but obviously you can't zoom in. You can't. There's no street view or anything. It's just from above, so you're just doing real-time recording for like 2 weeks, and you can go back 2 weeks. Like if a robbery happened in that little 10-mile radius, you could literally go back, track that car. That would be a total game changer for all crimes. I don't even know how you would get away with the damn thing at that point. It's like I think it would actually the crime rate would drop dramatically if that existed. That's what I believe.
Yeah, you'd practically be dealing with, hey, we got video that shows nothing happened coming out of the house, so it has to be in the house, right?
Yeah, or look,
if
your car,
footage of it.
Look, you guys pulled up.
Not only that, what you did, but what you didn't do.
Yeah, you guys pulled up to the house. I saw you get out of the car. You went in the house. Then you got back in the house, and then they were dead. You killed him. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's right.
Yeah, like you could just watch it on video. If people knew that existed, you can't escape from it. That's the thing. I guess you could hide who you were when you went and did something, but it would sure solve
kind of like
a
the
lot.
bank robbers.
Yeah,
on video.
Right.
They sort their face.
Right. It would solve a lot of things, but anyways, all right. Huh.
Well, it's really cool. Well, keep doing what you're doing. I love the show. I love watching other folks make comments. I like what you're doing.
Oh, cool. Well, I appreciate it.
I like the caller. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thanks
Pretty
for calling
cool,
in.
folks. And a shout out to Kelly in Texas.
The birthday girl? Is that it? Okay. Different one.
Well,
That's a different one.
I think there's a Kelly in here that's in Kelly in Texas.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
In Houston.
Yeah.
And by the way, your daughter is Kelly your daughter?
Me? I don't have
Kelly's birthday Kelly.
No, there's a Kelly that was. That's one of the chatters. Kelly Gray.
Oh,
I think it was her birthday.
That has a birthday today. Okay.
Yeah, it was either yesterday or today. I can't remember. But
I was saying my son's just today. He just turned 21.
Ah, well, there you go.
Mama's 6.
Well,
I get
say happy
one
birthday.
more. I got one more. He's going to be 20, and he's in the Army, but one more.
Oh. Well,
Out
cool.
of house.
Well, thanks for his service.
Thank you. I actually have a son in the Air Force and one in the Army.
Well, for both of them.
So I got one there's in Utah in the Air Force. Or I'm sorry, in Idaho. Excuse me, in Idaho, and I got one in Northern California at Fort Irwin.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly Gray said, you should know I live in Alaska, damn it. Well, she didn't say damn it, but I know that's what her brain was thinking. All right.
Alaska's a great area.
I know she lives in
My
Alaska.
husband spent 20 years there.
I don't have photographic everything. I do remember stuff. Now I remember she lives in Alaska. She lived in, I think, near where Sarah Palin lived. In the same town or something like that. I think, if my brain's right.
Yeah, my husband was in Fairbanks.
Yeah.
For a long time. There's not a lot of places to live. I mean, there's lots of little rural places. There's not many big places.
God, everybody's typing in their names. Or their ages, I mean. Look at that.
48, yes. Ashley, or Amy is 30, yes. Well, I'm 21 with a whole lot of years of experience. I know better.
Kelly Gray said, damn right, Gray. Yes, Sarah is nearby. Yeah. Anyways. Hey, there you go. Mia. All right, maybe I can get one more caller in under the gun. I don't know. It's almost midnight, though. Thanks for calling.
Thanks again. I watched you last night on the Oberg case, and I've watched you ever since I found you. How about that? Found you also during the Molly Tibbetts, but I've watched everything you've done since then, and
Yeah.
Even if I missed a live because I didn't know about it, I watched the backup video. So
Oh, great.
thank you so much. Really
All right.
appreciate it.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Have a great evening.
You too. Bye. This is Gray. You're on the air.
Hey, Gray, how's it going? First time caller. Kind of a new watcher on YouTube. I subscribed to it like 2 months ago. Probably like 3 months ago when all that Kanika Jenkins.
All the garbage. Yeah.
Yeah. Gray, why do you feel compelled to keep going back to that? I just want to know.
Well, I'm compelled because there's so many people that actually believe the garbage that's being put out there. Like, go to one of those videos that's complete trash, like the one I just debunked, and see how many people below it believe it.
Right.
You see? So I'm hoping that they can see the reality of it and go, oh my God, what's going on with this person? They're selling me garbage, because that's exactly what they're doing. See, I think it's fortunate they actually have me out there, because if it wasn't me out there, it would be an absolute joke what would be believed at this point in that case, right? I'm proud of my work in that one.
Great. Do you know if there's any leads in the Abby and Libby case? Is there anything that?
Let's see. I don't know of any leads. I did that interview with the parents. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, that actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Well, you know, Gray, I just want to call real quick to tell you.
Well, I know who this is. I know who you are. You're let's see, what was the Vibing with the Dawn, right?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Danny.
Okay, but there was a guy that sounded just like you, man. It's amazing.
Really?
I'm just joking. Well, I mean, I'm not joking, but you can't really tell when you're on the phone. You know, people's voices. Like, you could have 5 people that sort of sound similar just because they're on a phone line. You know.
Can I ask you a question about the Molly Tibbet?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, you know, it even went out all the way up to the White House, but Trump's making a big deal about it. About the illegal immigration. Do you agree with Trump?
Which part? Here's the thing. What I say is that, like, every single death that's created by an illegal alien shouldn't be one that ever happened, right? Because they shouldn't have been here. That's all I ever say. I don't really know all the rest of it. Here's what I think here's what I think should happen, if you really want to know. I think that the United States should figure out a way to deal with all of the immigrants that are already here, and, you know, sort of figure out something. You know, you have to the whole I'm going to deport them all kind of crap that he was saying. That's totally unreasonable and will never happen. I would send back anybody that has a criminal record whatsoever back, but I would figure out a way to allow all of the immigrants that are here sort of a way to be here legally, pay taxes and that kind of thing. All right, and then but they shouldn't be able to become a citizen before the people that have actually waited in line to do it. Like, they should sort of, that's the part that frustrates me the most, is like, you got these people that did it the right way, they wait years and years and years and years, and then other people just, you just come in and expect to be a citizen like right away, and get social services. What do you think?
Well, I completely agree with you, 100%. Yeah, doing anything now, sending them all back right now, it's gonna be like just what happened. Like, they're separating the kids from the families, and it's horrible.
Yeah, well, here the thing about the separating the kids from the family. Well, the thing is that was actually, not to say, everything isn't just Trump. Obama was doing the same damn thing, all right? But it just wasn't made a big deal when he was doing it. It is now, because the president's in office isn't liked by the media, all right? So the thing is these families are separated, but some of these kids are coming over with people that literally aren't their parents. They're just used to being taken over the border. So you actually have to figure out who they are, right? And how about this? Don't sneak over, and then your family won't be separated, you know? That's what I don't really understand. Like, they're coming over the border, then their families get separated, and everybody's like, oh my God, they separated well, you know, that's what they do there. Because they want to make sure that, you know, because the parents broke the law coming over, right? Right? I mean, you agree with that, right? They broke the law coming in illegally.
Right.
Right. So when they came over illegally like that, at that point, they broke the law. So of course they're going to be separated from a minor that they have with them, because like in the United States, when somebody breaks the law, let's say they go into a 7-Eleven and steal candy. Let's say you're an adult and you steal a shirt or something. You break a law. They don't say, well, you can be in the jail cell with your kid, right?
They separate them. Yeah.
Yeah, they separate them, and that's sort of what's going on here. They're trying to get them back together. It is complicated. I think there's probably better ways to do things. It's not really something I don't spend my days thinking about it all the time.
It's not like Molly Tibbetts. It looks like Molly Tibbetts would have died even if that guy wasn't there. I mean, the fact that he was there, he killed her, you know, and he just happened to be illegal. So.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the thing is if he was never allowed to come here, she'd be alive, right?
Right. She's still there alive. Yeah. I get you, Greg. All right, Greg. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I just want to let you know that I'm a huge fan. I love your work. I watch all your videos, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right, Greg.
All right, see you. Bye. Hello. All right, that's it for my my Skype. So I hope I sounded reasonable there. I wasn't trying. I mean, that's really what I think. I think that you got to figure out. Here's what I think. I think it would be a huge, if you're a Republican, it'd be a huge deal if they went and solved the immigration issue. All right, so that the Democrats couldn't claim it as their own issue for the rest of their lives, because that's all they do. They don't ever solve anything when they're in office. They just keep saying that the Republicans are keeping it from happening, even though when they had the office, they never solved the issue. You know, when Obama had the Senate and the House, he did not fix the immigration issue, and the reason that he didn't is because it's a wedge issue used for voting, right? It's a joke. Now, there's no, I don't have any, we were talking about other stuff earlier, Antonio. And it's the same thing with, like, race issues. Like, did you notice that Obama didn't fix anything for the African American community? Because what they want is for it to continually get a monolithic voting block, right? So that every election they can just say, oh, blame it on the Republicans, we'll fix it, and then they never fix anything. Because if it was ever fixed, then they might actually start voting for somebody else. It's really, it's kind of disturbing to me. I hate politics. It's interesting, but it's also very frustrating and just not cool. What's Nicolina saying? Come on. I always hear people mention that phone thing. I've never even really heard about that. I don't know. What's Darrow talking about? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's right. Yeah, she's from Lebanon, man. That's why she's got that cool accent that you guys like. I read your comment up above. Right. It's more just for votes in the future, Jan. It's really disgusting. Right. All right. Well, I didn't want to make it a big political thing, but that the call sort of led to that. I'm not really, you know. I would say a couple of years ago, for a long time, I've really been into politics. So I have my beliefs and stuff, but lately I've kind of just moved on to the true crime stuff and just different cases and working on those. I still, I watch the news, so I know what's going on, but I don't know. I don't know. Send me an email if you want me to look into a case. And when you send an email, send a link or something to at least an article so I can check it out to see if it's something I'm interested in. I'm not interested in every single case because you guys know me. I sort of need to have some, a lot of, information about where things took place and that kind of thing. When you give me a story about so-and-so disappeared on this avenue, there's no witnesses, there's no surveillance camera, what happened, the video would be about 30 seconds long. Yeah, well, somebody will have to send it to me. Thanks, Kelly Gray. Doesn't she have a great last name, as I say often? Yeah, what do you think about that iStory? What did you get from that? It's Elisa. I think the Elisa Lam case, it's not Lisa. Elisa Lam, I think her case has a better chance of something, like 1,000 times better chance of something nefarious happening than the Kenneka Jenkins case. There's 0 chance in the Kenneka Jenkins case. I would say 1 in a million if somebody just deleted some footage and nobody caught it or something. Let's see. But the Elisa Lam case, I'd give it like a 5% chance of being something because she did have mental issues and who knows, man. But there is something. A chance. It's weird. 1 in 20, let's say. Well, she might have been on drugs, but maybe intentionally because she had a mental issue. Well, iStory, you sound like you're, what's the name of that? Mary Madeline and that other guy. I can't remember his name, but married to the opposite. The bald-headed guy with glasses that's like a big-time Clinton supporter. I don't think I'm golfing today. I'm going to go tomorrow. I guess I can say tomorrow because it's 8 minutes after midnight. Who was that? The last person that called in, though. I didn't catch his name when he came on. Does anybody remember? Type it in there. I've heard of that Jameson one. It was Danny B, was his name? Okay. He seemed pretty reasonable. No, I think he did say his name, actually. Oh, right there. Maldo Man. All right. Yeah, Baldo Man, guess he had some good points there. Covered a few different topics. It was like rapid fire interviewing, man. I was under the gun. Couldn't believe it. Yeah. All right, everybody. I think I'm pretty tired now. Another day in the books. Yeah, well, maybe send me an email on that one, Karen, so that I can kind of remember it. I've got to figure out a way to be more organized with the... I used to have like a folder I'd put them in, but I don't know. I need something else. Yes. Yeah, how about this? Where is that guy? Just a second. Maldo Man. Tell us where we're going to fly around on the end of the show tonight. Where are we going? Good night, Ken. No, at the end of my show, Maldo Man, I fly around on Google Earth for a little bit. So you tell me where you want to go. You can pick one. Los Angeles. Okay, here we go. That's going to be some good 3D on that one. I'm going to turn on the... Yeah, I think I've got 3D buildings on. Okay, there you go. Man, that's just a lot of cement there, isn't there? All right, here we go. Here, hold on, let me turn off some of these. Hey, you gotta fill us all in, Maldo Man. Where are we? Tell us where we're at all the time. space. All right, we did it. Thanks, Maldo Man, for the trip around Los Angeles. And thanks to everybody for calling in. Wasn't too bad tonight, even though it was... didn't really have a perfect topic, but hey, it wasn't too bad. You know, it's always interesting just to have you guys around talking about stuff, having callers call in. But I guess we don't really always have to have a specific case, right? But it's nice when there's actually a case that you're working on. I think that's more, for me, it's interesting. All right, everybody. So I am still alive in here, barely. All right, everybody. Until next time, be safe out there.